Don't just dream it, do it! Take your great ideas and make them real with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it super easy to launch whatever project you're ready to launch, whether you're showcasing your work or selling products. They have lots of beautiful and customizable templates that you can easily design yourself. And Squarespace's award-winning customer support is there to help 24/7. Head to squarespace.com/hi for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code HI to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Hey everybody, welcome to Gorgeous Dreads Worth Having, suggested by Anthony Girgi on Patreon. If you want access to prizes, giveaways, and pre-show live streams, and give us ideas, things that you guys would want in exchange for being members of the 420 Club on Patreon, you can sign up at patreon.com/gettingdoug. Doug plugs, I'm doing shows this Friday and Saturday at the Alamo Drafthouse in Kansas City, Missouri, and then I'll be in San Jose, California at the Improv on Saturday, September 15th at 420. For all my dates and deets and links, go to douglovesmovies.com. Enjoy the show! Thanks for being here. Scooch it over this way if you can. We got an intimate little situation here in the basement. I'm joined by an oldie and a newbie, as I like to say. It's Chris Porter and Billy Wayne Davis, everybody. Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for having a color coordination thing going on. It's fun blue.
I called him. I was like, blue. He goes, yeah, blue.
Like we have
Let's
an
do
option.
blue. Let's do blue. So there on the end, that's Chris Porter. He's done this show before, and so he knows what he's getting into. But joining us for the first time, Billy Wayne Davis.
Hi, Doug.
Hi. How do you feel about what you think might be about to happen?
I'm excited about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think it'll be fun?
Yeah, it seems like a challenge.
All right.
More than. It seems fun. I don't
Okay.
understand. Like, are people apprehensive about this?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, I did it once with Steve Byrne, and he didn't smoke at all. And they ripped him apart.
Yeah, they should have. No, this is.
Yeah, the comments were not kind.
No, this is something I've been looking forward to for a while.
I'm pretty sure the comments from that episode are the reason Sullivan and Sons didn't get a third season.
Is his middle name Oscar? Because he is a son of a bitch. Well, thank you for doing this. And what do people call you? Do they say Billy Wayne or they just say Billy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
That sounds good, Mr. Davis.
They're perfect.
Thank you for telling me what to say.
Billy is perfect.
Do you
I'm
prefer?
sorry.
That's okay. Do you prefer Sativa or Indica generally? Do you have a preference?
Sativa.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. So we've preloaded some of these. Taylor, did we preload some of these? All of them? Good job. Every pipe here should have something in it except for the ones that don't. And it's it's all Sativa unless you request some Indica. And the Sativa today is Super Jack.
Nope.
And the
We found the one that wasn't.
yeah, there you go.
Bigger ones, I think, are.
Nope.
Oh, nope, there you go.
Yeah, my big one over here, that's good to go, I think. So I'm excited about that.
Bong City.
I know. So we can just go, right?
The Indica is called Black Magic. Yeah, we could just go. Normally
awesome.
we wait until 20 minutes after the hour, but this is a pre-tape. And
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
we're behind schedule, so.
Yeah, that'd be a long time.
No, people could just watch this. It's probably about 4:20 for people that are watching it.
Oh, that's no way to start.
I'm gonna wait and ready.
Yep.
Oh, I should be on that?
Do you want to do it?
No, that's okay. I mean, I guess somebody should be not smoking, so there'll be some sort of talking going on. Did I say the Indica is called Black Magic?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, you did.
People really want to know, you guys. They also want to know, Billy, your high history. Like, what happened? Tell us about your first time.
Okay.
I get out my whole own high history.
That
Did
was
you
me.
guys-
That was me. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. It was.
There's noises that come up throughout the show, like when I say pot topics, then you suddenly hear.
A thing.
There it is.
Sometimes they won't do it until you point, Billy. So
Be honest.
be clear of that you should point every once in a while because they're probably waiting on a sound effect cue.
You don't want to see what happens when I point.
I do now. So, I was playing baseball in college for a couple years, and I thought all drugs would make me not a professional athlete. And then I did pot, and I was like, they have lied to me about a lot of stuff. Then I got high, and then a week later, these two Puerto Rican dudes had pot that I had never seen before. It was like the green stuff from the Chronic. Like that was like glowing. I'd never seen that at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, wow. And I had been drinking Keystone Light, hit some of that, and then projectile vomited
Yeah.
because it's powerful. And I thought that's what weed did to you for a while.
Well, that was the weed going, we need to get rid of this terrible
Yes,
beer.
no, I understood that like
Yeah.
a couple years later when I smoked weed again because I wasn't scared of it. And then I was like, this is the best.
I think people that have a bad experience, they need to try one more time. I think
Totally.
2 bad experiences means it's not for you.
Yes.
My mom still won't smoke pot because she smoked it once in 1970 and was like, it didn't work for me. I'm like, but that's like saying
Yeah.
you used the internet in 1970.
Yeah, it did not work at
It
all.
didn't work. No, it was probably
Wasn't
terrible.
a thing.
And
Or I guess it was.
yeah, for
was.
like 3 dudes
Yeah.
in the army.
Yeah.
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 The rest, everybody else was still sending mail.
Yeah.
To,
The guy, there's like Morse code guys sitting right next to them.
Yo, this is quicker.
Still doing that, yeah. This is more reliable.
Your internet's stupid. Beep, 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 beep.
Do you like to perform comedy while you're high on marijuana?
I prefer it, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's your approach.
I think it's better for everybody
that's
involved.
what Chris and I do.
Yeah, it's prereq.
Yeah.
Prerequisite.
Yeah.
Now, I think you do it a little, I used to be like, they're calling my name.
Yes.
And now I'll puff right before they come and get me for the club. And then I'm good.
Depends on the gig.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that's true.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes
Depends on
you
like
need-
sometimes you're like, I'm gonna smoke this through and on stage if they'll let me. Because this is a true nightmare that I'm doing for
like
the money.
any loony bin you've ever played.
Yes, the whole time. Right. Can I just smoke all of this the whole time? The loony bin, yes. That was the last time I walked in, a bartender, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and said, I need weed. He's like, I got you. And I was like, I was like, how much? He was like, $60. And I was like, this is like an eighth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is like really good. And then he handed me like an ounce of this wadded up stuff.
Oh,
And I was
no.
like, no. This is, no. Well, give me another one because that's what we're gonna need. And I
Yeah.
just threw it on the coffee table of the condo to the feature of the MC. I was like, roll all that up because we're just gonna have to smoke it the whole week. But then the next time, Colorado had legalized it. So the next time I came through Oklahoma, they were like, no, we have weed now. It's great. Sorry about that last time.
Dude, there is nothing worse than going out and smoking with an audience member and they hand you a joint and it's the brownest, shittiest weed. Like, they still make this?
I grew this.
Yeah.
And you're like, I bet you did.
I bet you found this is what you did. You were looking
You
for a
can
place
keep
to
it.
hide
You're
the
trying
body.
to get rid of this, aren't you? You're just trying to get rid of it. No one will buy this in this town, and you're trying to give it to just performers.
Hey, but
I'll take it.
put it in with all the others that get offered. Can be a nice mix.
Yeah. And also, it's like, when you don't smoke swag all the time, it is fun once.
To remember?
Yeah, you're like,
make
this is
sure
doing
it hurts.
nothing.
It's fun to reminisce.
Cool, I feel dehydrated.
Oh, my throat loves it.
Oh, this reminds me of the times when I didn't used to vacuum.
That'd be great in a comedy club. You say a line, you're not sure if it's going to go over or not, and do the light the bong take. Just say it and then just be like, there's not necessarily a laugh there. So anyway, traffic is weird.
I did a show at the Dad Lounge in Colorado Springs, Colorado. It's not open anymore, believe it or not.
It didn't work out for them?
Yeah, because the guy with the face tattoos that owned it had figured out a loophole in the law. And I was like,
Yeah.
your face tattoos lead me to believe you did not figure out a loophole.
I think you just believe there's a loophole, so you went with it.
You just believe.
Because what was he doing, and why'd they stop him?
You could dab in the place, you could buy dabs in the place, but you couldn't buy dabs with money. So you would go to a station over here and buy tickets, and they'd give you tickets. And then like a fucking degenerate Chuck E. Cheese, you go buy the fun stuff
Yeah.
with tickets. So each ticket had a different amount of value, and I was
He
like,
thought that was a loophole.
That's a
yeah.
redneck. That's a face tattoo loophole if I've ever
But
heard
then he
one.
paid me in a stack of real cash, and I was like, loophole it is. But it was a fun show, but I had to, is the only time, after you got a laugh, you'd have to wait for that, and then you'd have to wait for them, all these dab people, to stop coughing every time they laughed. So it was like this long, where I was like, I'm gonna do 10 minutes of material in 35 minutes.
Oh.
This is, because all these people are gonna die.
Yeah, you should like just do bong rips while they're coughing.
It would have worked.
Dude.
Yeah, the place isn't open. I wanted to go back because all that cash was.
They had a joint like that here in LA that they had shows at.
Behind a bookshelf.
Yeah.
I remember I did that,
And,
then it shut down.
And it did show,
Weird.
which is weird. Normally, when you have a fucking Anne Frank entrance,
Yeah,
everything
'cause
works
it's
out.
on the up and up. That's the rule. If you have to pull a bookcase open, this is probably legal.
when you walk, right before you walk in, they go, "Are you cool?"
No, we need to know that legally. Are you cool?
Do you have your cool documentation? Just a receipt from Buffalo Wild Wings will suffice.
He got a little shifty look in his eye.
I'm just stuck on the expression Anne Frank entrance.
I mean, it's accurate.
Is there there was like a secret entrance into Anne Frank's attic or whatever?
Yeah, it was behind a bookshelf.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they were up there for so long. They got away with the first couple searches. Have you not seen the movie?
But like when
I
you're
don't think-
there,
Is it a movie?
Yeah, it's also a movie.
when you're in Amsterdam and
It's a
you go
well-known
and you
book.
take the tour,
Yeah.
you walk through the bookshelf?
No, I haven't taken the tour just because I saw the movie. I figured I'd seen enough.
I don't. Did you go to Amsterdam though?
I did go to Amsterdam. Guess who didn't leave the red light district? This guy.
Chris.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
But I wasn't a hooker guy. Although
You just like window shopping?
pretty much like that
Right?
was the
It's
thing.
like this weird spread out strip show throughout the city.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, by the way, you can fuck her if you want.
Yeah, she's in there in a room ready to go.
Yeah,
Well, it's like in America, you have to pay to get in to see that. In Amsterdam, I guess they just show you right there.
they're just at the window hanging out, and then if you want, you walk up, you give them €50. But the crux is, you go into the same room that they banged everybody else in.
That is the crux.
Yeah, so it's like you got to kind of like hope she's, super you got to hope she's a hygienic prostitute.
I mean,
And that's an oxymoron.
You gotta hope so much, really.
You really do.
There's a lot more hope than you want. But here's the thing: I hosted this documentary, and we spent a day in a brothel in Nevada, and it's fairly hygienic. It's a little almost like sterile to that point, where there is a line between you want kind of like this is nice, livable place, and also like, oh, they do murders here. There's like a line.
Yeah. Well, the term fairly hygienic is also hilarious.
I mean, is it?
They clearly have soap and water.
Yes. There aren't things living here we can't see. Do you know what I mean?
Don't turn a black light on. For the love of God,
Well,
don't
you shouldn't turn a
black
black light on ever. Unless you're 14, that's the only time a black light is awesome.
light. Exactly.
Maybe this show, I don't know. If
When you're
there's
still
one
shopping at Spencer's on a regular.
on. Spencer's is still going, isn't it?
It's still going, yeah, but you don't go in there. Because you don't need a fart list
I
poster.
don't go in malls if I'm being honest. I don't.
No one does. They're closing.
I think
Dead, yeah.
Yeah. It's where Funny Bones go now.
that is.
That movie, Dawn of the Dead, the zombie movie was really a look into the future of malls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a weird take from that movie, but I like it.
You know how everything takes
Look
place
what
in
they're
the
doing
future.
malls over here.
It would be weird if some real estate dude walked out of that movie like, yo, we need to sell all our malls.
We gotta get rid of the malls. It's like Westfield
Kids
was
get
like,
out of
oh,
malls, man.
no.
The only people in malls are zombies.
Gary Galleria was like, sell, sell, sell.
Zombies don't have money. They're terrible customers.
They're terrible.
They are. They're
Yeah.
always just looking.
Okay, guys. I was going to do a thing called Marijuana Knows Something. Well, I'll do a quick one. How long can beavers hold their breath?
I think it depends on the beaver.
All right, that's an answer that probably won't be on the next card. I don't know the answer myself, so I can help you guys think about this. Do you have any ideas, Chris?
They're in the water a lot.
Right?
I'm going to say 3 minutes, but that's just an actual.
I'm gonna say 301.
Oh, you
I bet you Tom Cruise can hold his breath longer than a beaver.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet you on that one.
So you're just going 301 to be like,
I'm gonna
Price is Right style?
Price is Right the fuck out of this.
yeah, okay.
Can we cuss?
I have,
Yeah,
I
sure.
have been, so I hope so.
I just like the thought that you could smoke
Fucking
all the
go
weed. And you're
for
like,
it.
could you not curse on that?
Although last time I was on-
Language.
Last time I was on this on this show, my mic wasn't even on, so I could have said
I
all
think
kinds
that's
of
fitting.
terrible
I think
things.
that's part of the show. That's the game. Right?
That really happened? Were you here when that happened? No, he takes no
Look who's not smoking
responsibility
weed
for
over there.
that. Yeah, okay.
Can we just keep smoking weed?
That's what I'm gonna do. I mean,
These
it's all
are-
the same weed, but it's in different pipes.
These questions are tricky, you guys.
I know, but I like to do the different pipes
I do too. I'm just looking for a different. Sorry, Doug.
This is like a marathon show, right?
I'm gonna say
we
5
smoke all the
minutes.
weed. This is.
All right.
I'm gonna say 5 minutes. So I'm sort of Price is Righting you.
Oh, this is a good invention, isn't it?
Right? It's a Pokeball.
Yeah.
The people from Pokeball will contact you
Look at
via
that.
Twitter.
Get out of here.
Look at that. That
You
is.
guys can have one of your own if you want.
I do want.
Oh,
one
I
of
do
mine.
want one.
They'll send
That
you
is-
one.
Fucking thank you.
Just
Thank
look for
you.
them on Twitter at Pokeball.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
But
you.
yeah,
I
it's
will
great.
do all the things you're
Because
saying.
a fan made me a porter bowl, and I've been. I'm normally a bong guy, but ever since he gave me the bowl, I've been trying to use it more.
Do you miss the bong?
No, I mean it's always right there.
No, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you clean it?
Not as much as I should, but I do clean it.
I like the whole ritual of it.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That's how long a beaver can hold his breath.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. We're going to be back with more with Billy Wayne Davis and Chris Porter after these messages.
I'm gonna hold my breath the whole time.
Ready to start selling those custom dog collars you've been making? Or want people to see those cool pots you've been sculpting? Pot? What? Make a website with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project. Whether you're looking to start a new business, showcase your work, publish content, sell products, and more, Squarespace is the tool for you. And you can make it yourself using their beautiful templates that are completely customizable. Squarespace's powerful e-commerce functionality lets you sell anything online, and analytics help you grow your site in real time. Everything is optimized for mobile right out of the box, and there's nothing to patch or upgrade ever. Buying domains is simple, and you'll get the help you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. Squarespace empowers millions of people, from designers to lawyers, artists to gamers, even restaurateurs to gym owners, to turn great ideas into something real. Head to squarespace.com/hi for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code HI to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/hi, offer code HI. Guys, people always ask me advice on which team to bet on each week, and the truth is, I have no idea who's going to win. But if you think you know, you should check out mybookie.com. I tell people to bet with MyBookie because they are your best bet this season. They've been in business for years, have great reviews online, and their mobile site is easy to use. They also have in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business. Plus, for you fantasy guys out there, you can even bet the under-over on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. So lay down some cash and win big today. You win, they pay. Join now and MyBookie will match your deposit dollar for dollar. Use the promo code Doug when creating your account to claim up to $1,000 in free play. That's MyBookie, B-O-K-K-I-E. And don't forget to use the promo code DOUG when creating your account to claim the bonus. You play, you win, you get paid.
Hey there, we're back with Billy Wayne Davis and Chris Porter, and Alicia is here with this episode's pot topics.
I'm really sorry we didn't tell you about wearing blue.
Yeah. I know, I'm totally browning out over here.
I just assumed you were on the email.
No, I missed the chain, but because I don't like those things.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So each year, roughly 1,000 students lose all or some of their college federal financial aid because they admit to having a conviction for a marijuana or other drug offense. And the reason they admit this is because when they fill out the FAFSA form to get their federal financial aid, it directly asks that. So there is a Senate bill which was filed on Friday which would remove that question altogether.
Oh, that's pretty
So
cool.
they can't even ask?
Right.
Can't even ask.
I think that's good. I think it proves that they can make stuff happen too.
But also, those are kids with bad law. When I got popped for weed, had a lawyer make it literally.
Yeah.
Like you just make them change the.
Yeah, I feel like that's also like getting in trouble during that time in your life is also like a form of college too, because you're going to learn important lessons like, hey, know a good lawyer, and there are such things as terrible lawyers. Because when you're young, you just think, wow, they went to law school, that's a smart person. And then you become a person, and you're like, it's not evidently not that hard. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, don't keep your roaches in your car.
Just don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Is a lot of like those like what
But you have to-
Stanhope says is like there's a reason you're paranoid is because you're doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So you should be a little bit like, oh shit.
But it also sucks because you're 16, you can't smoke at the house, so you got to go out and drive around with your friends.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose. I didn't smoke till I was 19.
Yeah, I didn't smoke in high school, because I thought it was bad.
But also the kids that smoked in high school, they're not
bad.
doing much right now.
No, they were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Rory Cochrane from Dazed and Confused.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like they looked like him, but they weren't as like charismatic and fun. I mean,
You're right, that dude is charismatic. Alicia?
Yes. So that's called the Cory Booker bill.
Oh, okay. Cory Booker did that. Good for him. That's a good
Corey
one.
B.
I
getting
like
shit
it.
right.
I got a
B.
slogan for it too. Don't ask, can't smell. You know, you just don't keep your nose out of it is another one.
Oh, look
You know?
at you.
Yeah. I got in trouble in a hotel recently, where they yelled at me for smoking in my room, and I'm just like, I'm over it.
how did they catch you? How much were you smoking?
It was really good weed, and I was sticking up the room pretty good, but
Do you not go in the bathroom?
it was late at night. I was
You
checking
got
out.
lazy. Yeah, I didn't get to that.
I thought, the housekeeping's not coming in for 6 hours.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. But there was a guy cruising the halls, sniffing for it. Yeah.
I always check the airflow under the door.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good.
Because sometimes
I do the
it's in,
towel
sometimes
every
Put a
it's
towel
out.
down.
I'm always in the bathroom near the exhaust fan.
Or you turn on the hot water. That's like a fail-safe for me. You turn on the hot water in the shower, let it get all steamy, go in there, get high as fuck, and then it just dissipates.
Oh, really?
I think.
And so it's like half sauna, half pot sesh.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
no, I always
pleasant
go in my
overall.
underwear too because you just a wet shirt when you come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, it's pretty great.
Travel tips.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I like the one I saw, I think it was in the documentary, where you blew it into the bear. Mm-hmm. That's in Boise.
Yeah, stuffed animals or pillows, things like that, if you don't
a good
mind
one.
making
It
them
does
really
suck.
gross.
It is so gross.
Someone walks in right as you're blowing a bear. Like, what are you into? They just let you go. They're like, we're fine.
Yeah. Then you're holding up a bear and asking a bear, where did he touch you? What?
The bear's like, you blew it here. In my poo bear.
Yeah, I like Cory Booker. Just to go back to that last one.
Just to tie it
Definitely,
Just
Put a
definitely.
nice little bow on it. He seems all right.
Oh, those are playing cards.
Ooh, thank you.
So, California lawmakers passed a new bill directing prosecutors to overturn convictions for acts that are no longer illegal under the state's Prop 64, which legalized marijuana.
Wait, so this is, where is this happening?
California.
They want to just get everybody out of jail that was in there for weed related crimes.
And if you
That's
have
definitely the
conviction,
hope.
it goes off your record, right? Mm-hmm. So you can get a decent job or whatever.
I don't know why that wasn't part of, like, once we voted for it, that should have just happened immediately.
Definitely.
But I'm glad it is happening. I guess I always get this wrong. I think it's Seattle. Let everybody out that was in with some sort of marijuana conviction.
It
Washington,
just saves
yeah.
the state so much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just a great move all around.
But
That's why it's not happening.
I have a lot of money in private prisons,
Oh yeah, so your
Rough.
stock's down.
so I don't like it
Yeah, I get it.
because of money. Oh. Took a turn. Sorry, guys.
But isn't that, I mean, that's just such a, what a weird thing to sit around going, yeah, I own some prisons.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
How'd you buy this boat? Oh, I'm in prisons.
It's a good year for crime.
It's man.
Yeah, I guess.
Everybody's
Like,
angry.
yeah, who walks into a prison and are like, what if I own this?
Yeah.
I could make some money doing this. Who owns this? The state? No.
Gary's prisons.
This. Yes.
Come on out.
We thought he was kidding.
Morale at Gary's would not be high.
Oh, Gary's
Prisoners
a
there would be
dick.
very sad that they're at Gary's.
There's this one dude that loves
Oh
Gary.
man, you're getting transferred to Gary? Oh, good luck. That dude's an ass.
So that bill still has to go to Governor Brown for signing. But
Oh, that's the button on that story?
I like that. I like
how
where
I'm
we
gonna close that
interrupted her.
out.
I like where we interrupted
just
her.
to be clear that
But Governor Brown's going to sign it, or he's got to think about it?
that seems to be the case. That
Okay.
He will. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
I think you should. I got a marijuana ticket
Oh.
in Idaho years ago, and the guy was like, I couldn't get rid of I got rid of everything but the marijuana thing. He's like, I'm sorry about that. And I was like, why are you sorry? And he was like, well, people care about it for like jobs and stuff. And I just started laughing. And I was like, oh, I'm a stand-up comedian. This is fine. So, yeah. I could feel it not going. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
I could
it's the
feel it.
worst.
Yeah, I could
We
feel
all
it.
did.
Yeah, and I
We
was
all
like,
felt it.
I could feel like halfway through, and I was like, I don't know how this ends.
And then I was like, how do I bail him out of this? And I was
We're
like,
too slow.
meanwhile, while you're telling that story, I couldn't figure out where the bowl was on this thing, and I can't wait to see the footage on that because it's literally me like,
It looks like you're just thorough and make sure it's nice and clean in there.
You do like,
Really
Nothing
inspecting
weird
it.
going on.
it's like a prostitute's room.
But that is a fun pipe.
dude, this is great.
And you didn't knock it over when you reach for it, which happens most of the time.
Yeah, it's not my first time at the getting high as fuck rodeo. So,
God, if only such
That's
a
in
rodeo
Nevada,
existed.
right? That's Nevada.
You just sit in the stands and humans just recreate things that they would normally do to animals. Because I like violence when it's, people deciding to be violent. But as soon as you bring animals into it, that's where I don't like watching it.
but I don't like watching animals get hurt, but I love watching animals hurt people.
That's
Right, but they don't. A lot of them is like roping and stuff. They never win. They always,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they're like the
I agree with you.
people that always play the Globetrotters.
They have like one thing, one advantage over the animal every time that's always going to get them to win. Yeah, like if it was just them and the
But
bulls,
bulls,
with the
it's a little
fist,
better that the person can get hurt.
Yeah.
But that person's just crazy, and it's still the bull doesn't get to decide
And also
anything.
the bull has like something tied around its nuts. That's why it's kicking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the actual bull fighting is like traumatic.
And they don't
Yeah.
punch the bulls as much as you think they would.
No.
Their ground game with the bulls is terrible. They never get them on the ground.
There's no wrestling.
Bulls don't know jujitsu. How come no one's figured that out yet? You just got to get them on,
It's a lot of fancy footwork.
get them on their back and it's over.
Well, yeah, they tap out pretty quick. A bull will tap out quicker than you think they will. That is, yeah, that is.
Which is hard for them because they can't.
Tap. Hoof out. You go hoof out.
You got to hoof out.
Hoof out. And then they're gonna stab you anyway. That's. Ugh.
How are we doing on time? Okay.
Wow,
Do
it
one more.
flies
Do we have
by.
time?
Yeah, it sounds like we do. I'm 2 dabs in to today because we're taping 2 shows back to back.
Oh,
We're the
okay.
second.
And,
so
you're
he's
the
not
second
bored.
show.
He's just dying.
So this will come out in about a week. So when we get to the plugs part, just make sure we don't,
Okay.
Okay.
say anything that's
Not to break
like
up the
this
fourth
weekend.
wall, but
yeah. Especially this high, I figure why not?
yeah.
I saw you this weekend
Break
in
it down.
Cleveland.
Oh, you saw that show?
Well, you're gonna be in. Yeah, I was there. Oh, I did it and then messed it up. God damn it! I started it and then
I was
like,
trying
"What?
to
What are you
play
talking-"
along, yeah.
Yes.
But that's true. That we had a great time in Cleveland last weekend.
It was
And
fun.
thank you
did
to everybody that
thing.
came
God,
out
that thing
to
was so fun.
Hilarities. You played Hilarities,
Oh,
Chris.
one of the best clubs in the country.
It's real nice. It's
Yeah.
like sometimes I look around and go, this is too nice.
The hotel's really
posh.
It's
cool.
really
Well,
nice.
too posh. The like bar areas. Like, am I in a fucking sauna in
They're
another
gonna
country?
be mad when they figure out what I do. That's what I think every time I'm in a place like that.
Yeah. They know it's just jokes, right? Like, I'm not
Figure it
going to
out.
sing. But that hotel they put you up in, that Hyatt, is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah. It's got
Okay.
it's that old, I think the Improv put you there too, but it's that old mall.
Arcade.
The arcade, yeah.
Arcade.
And it's, especially if they put you in the mall part, it's weird.
I'm into finding my own lodging. I found a place that's pretty sweet in Cleveland.
We're not quite
How'd you
sure.
get into that?
It's called Sandusky, Ohio. I just go to Cedar Point. What?
Oh,
How did you get into finding your own lodging? How did you find out you were into that?
When I just am too picky about, I want to know all the details and exactly what I'm getting, and so it's hard to do it through another person.
That's just like,
So I have
no,
to
it's
do it all myself.
this is Jerry's hotel. It's good. No,
Yeah.
no, Gary's cool.
Hey, listen, I
He's
got
a
this
Hilton.
amazing.
It's spelled
He owns a
You're gonna
prison.
love this porch
He owns the prison.
that we have for you to sleep on.
It is a nice
It's real.
porch.
It's such a nice porch.
that's when you know it's
The
when they have
weather
to
at
go,
night
but
here
it's
is
real nice.
beautiful. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, you won't be in it most of the time anyway.
You'll have never slept better.
You can shit on the couch if you want.
No, it's so they're so chill there.
It's so cool.
Yeah, sleep on the porch, come in, shit on the couch, make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, everybody
Punch the
does that.
TV.
All right, so now we might have time for one more, Alicia. 2 minutes.
Okay. San Francisco has a new cannabis gym. It's
What?
called Power
What are they
Plant
gonna do with
Fitness.
the
No one is ever there.
What are they gonna do with the old one?
Okay, what? It's a gym.
Its
for-
members will be able
smokers?
to buy and use weed on site before and after their workouts.
That
Yeah,
is
it's called a
terrible
gym.
That is a terrible
They
idea.
already have them.
Yeah,
you do them
just
outside,
the
and
gym, then you go do your workout, and you go back. And in most places, you can do it in your car.
I love weed. I love the gym. I would never do both at the same time.
Can you imagine just
I like to run
attached
high.
to an elliptical, and you're just like,
Well, running high is fine, but like lifting weights?
No,
above
it's like
your head?
endurance
It's
stuff
too
is
much.
good high though.
Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
run and stuff and like ride a bike high. That's,
I like that stuff
but yeah,
because
like
about the time the
cleaning
weed
with it.
high fades away, the runner's high kicks in. Mm-hmm. And it's a nice little segue.
because you don't get the pain part. It's like cheating a little bit because you don't get that part where you're like, I hate everything about this.
Yeah.
You just skip it because you're like, I'm pretty stoned. This is a fun way to be stoned. Hey,
All right.
yeah.
Are we almost through this entire
I
record?
want to start a business.
So many great ideas. Oh, I wish I could write it down, but I'm on a machine right now.
I have voice texting, but it's you know what? It's a stupid idea.
Yeah, you look at it later. It's not. It's a much better idea when you were running.
You're like, oh,
You're
that's
running in
Post-its.
place.
That's Post-its. They already
Yeah,
have those. Damn it.
Wait, so there are more details to this story?
Sure.
Like Weed Jim, I think is that idea. Someone just kept it.
Yeah, no, I think, someone said weed gym. Yeah, when they were running.
They were running, but they like.
And, well, they had to go, and their rich dad was like, what's the idea, son? He's like, weed gym? And they're like, you got it.
Will this gym
cool-
appeal
he's
at
a cool
all to
dad.
people who don't smoke weed, or is it really going to be exclusive to weed smokers?
Well, what I'm unclear on is that you can only smoke before and after your workout. So maybe the actual
They have,
workout
like, a
space
lounge?
is.
Like an area, but in the actual workout space, you can't.
But in that case, he's right. Then it is just a gym.
Yeah.
It's a gym, they opened a new room.
What 24-hour fitness have you walked in where they're like, let me see your eyes?
I mean, I guess it's good
Every
that
one of them.
you still have to feel, you still have to feel a little bit shady smoking out in the parking lot or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of weed businesses that are cropping up strike me as, well, I mean, we're already going to be high at the hotel. Why do you need a high hotel?
Yeah.
We can take care of it.
Yeah,
Even if you can't smoke in the room, we can still get high, so. Well, we're going to have to leave on a cliffhanger.
All right.
You're not going to be able to answer that one.
know.
But thank you for your pot topics.
Thanks so much.
And guys, stick around. We got more fun for you to come. And you guys as well. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Ever wanted to make edibles at home mess-free? Introducing the Magical Butter Machine, the easiest, most consistent way to make edibles at home. If you make edibles, you need this machine. It takes all the effort out of the process so you don't lose a whole day making your infusions at home. Infuse butters, oils, and tinctures at the touch of a button. All you have to do is add your herbs and your butter, cooking oil, or grain alcohol, set your time and temperature, and the machine does the rest. The high-power immersion blender chops your botanicals while the internal heating unit maintains the perfect temperature for infusion. The Magical Butter Machine comes with everything you need to make your first extraction, including a reusable Purify filter bag for straining and a heat-resistant silicone love glove for squeezing. Plus, it's backed by a 60-day satisfaction guarantee and covered by manufacturer's 1-year limited warranty. To get your own Magical Butter Machine today, go to magicalbutter.com and use the promo code Doug at checkout to get $30 off your purchase. As some of my friends have gotten older, they've had to look for new solutions for getting the pep back in their step. They say that they were a bit too embarrassed to talk to their doctor about the problem, but with Hims, they did it all online, which made it so much easier. Because Hims connects you with real doctors who prescribe medical-grade solutions to treat ED. No snake oil pills or gas station counter supplements. All you have to do is answer a few quick questions, and then products are shipped directly to your door. Try Hims for a month today for just $5. We'll get you started for just $5 while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/DougED. That's FORHIMS.com/DOUGED. forhims.com/DougED.
Hey, we're back. A lot of good stuff during the break. Hey, when that happens, but what are you going to do? I don't like saying save it for the show.
Yeah. And also a lot of that stuff I don't think we could have said on the internet.
I wouldn't have
Oh,
wanted
really?
to.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were having private time.
Secrets.
Secrets.
It's a good thing I won't
trafficked
remember
for a
any
long
of it.
time.
The Dab King is back to see if Chris Porter or Billy Wayne Davis want to
I think we're both in.
have dabs.
I don't know if but
Oh,
what this dance
that
means.
was a happy dab dance you were doing
Give me a
over
dab
there?
dance. All right.
Okay, so he's in. And
Dab.
yeah, I did a couple on the last show and still feeling pretty good, but I'll do another one on this show because, That's what we're here for.
Dabs are the only thing that have ever made me hand my keys over, as far as the THC world is concerned.
Interesting.
I did.
Like to a cop, or?
No, I was at a buddy's house, and he just kept.
Someone give these to a cop.
That's how high I
Put him in
was.
a bowl. My buddy has really good parties.
I went over to a buddy's house, and he just, it
the
was one of
fucking
those
cop.
nights where he just kept dabbing, and I was like, what, do you think I'm scared? And I should have been, because next thing you know, I just gave my keys to my sister. I was like, I can't. We need to get burgers, but other than that, I can't drive right now. Like, there's no way.
I took a break for like 2 or 3 months, and it was a long time.
2 or 3 week months. Depends on how deep you are into the 3-year problem,
It's a
3-year brain problem.
I'm bad at calendars. But I went to Ron Funches, who I don't think I'm speaking out of place about. He wouldn't mind me saying this, but we did dabs, and I hadn't done marijuana in a long time.
Oh.
And there was a point where I looked at my phone and didn't understand what apps were. And I was like, oh, man, I got to go home. And he's like, you got to do what you got to do, man. And I didn't understand what apps were, but I had no problem getting in my car and just being like, here we go. This is the best video game I've ever been in.
Dude, I remember the first time I got high and drove was the first time I realized records were in stereo. Like, there's a guitar over here and a guitar over here, and like the drums are separated from left to right. So
You're like, that's what that means.
I was like,
Just playing with the
holy
dial.
Yeah, just like,
That's a fun part of life.
yeah.
Is it not, though? Like still finding out those things, like, oh, that's what that,
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Heinz thing, where it's like they just flipped it upside down. It's like that Jim Gaffigan joke. He's like, just one day, he's like, hold on a second. Here we go. Like it's been like that way for 40 years. Just one person was like, I got it.
Oh, the day my buddy told me that the arrow next to the fuel gauge told you what side of the
yes.
car the tank was on, I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I was
No
like, there's
way.
an arrow next to the tank gauge?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Makes you feel smart.
Oh,
Where the
It's an
arrow in
exclusive
FedEx.
club.
There's an arrow in
oh,
FedEx.
yeah. That's a good
Can't
one.
not look at that. Or the BW and Milwaukee Brewers, that glove.
All right, you're
I gotta look at
getting
that
pretty
again.
trippy.
Now we're
on
getting
us.
too deep.
You haven't even done a dab yet.
Yeah, I'll just start saying history facts. When we do that.
All right, who's up first?
Well, I mean, past the ditchy.
Yes. Pass that
I'll
hot
do it all
ditchy.
for you.
How did you get into the dab game?
Really, my tolerance was just
What brought you
getting
into
too
the
high.
dab racket?
Was just smoking too much, and edibles don't really do much for me, which I assume is the next step up from just smoking. And then living in California and getting into dabs, that was the next step up for me, just to.
Are you gonna be the first dude that mainlines marijuana?
Listen.
Are you gonna fucking just start?
If it'll give me
shooting?
Instagram followers, I'm into it.
Listen, his
Hit me
name's
up.
Steve. He lives out in the valley. I'll never be the first, okay?
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to be the first. The fourth or the fifth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, should I come to it or should I bring it to me?
So I'll put this on and it'll melt, and then once the cap goes on, you can pull it, and then
Alright.
you'll clear it when I pull the cap off.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
But go to him.
Yeah, go for it now.
Better than having to hold that whole contraption.
And there you go.
Oh yeah,
There it is.
that's how it's done.
You're not supposed to inhale it. Right?
Yeah, it's like a cigar.
Yeah.
What?
You're not supposed to inhale it.
You
Oh,
just
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
you just puff.
I thought you were fucking with me.
No, that's why I was like, he thinks I'm fucking with it. But I
and I
wasn't
right
sure.
here.
I wasn't sure either. But I went to him. I was like, right?
Yeah. Inhale deeply.
I've been doing it so terribly wrong. Maybe that's why I had to hand my keys over.
My friend makes them, so he told me that. He's like, oh, you don't.
Sometimes
you
it
taste
does
more
it
of
for
And I'm
you,
like,
because you just cough it right out.
Yeah.
oh, here, no, I can.
Yeah, no, you got this. You got this. This is exciting. You know, usually only one or none of the guests will join us in the dab portion.
Do a nose dab.
And
No, because everyone else has to put it on their mouth.
I'm sure we have alcohol wipes somewhere.
nose dab. that really a thing?
That can't be.
I mean, you could put your nose on there and breathe in through your nose.
I don't know if it would
You'd think there'd be a different
be awkward.
piece for it.
Yeah, you'd have to have
Yeah, a nasal
Yeah.
adapter. Put that back on if you want. Let's see if there's more. Yeah. Pro.
Wow, that was really went after it.
So nice.
It is nice. You only do dabs?
That's what I was about to say. It's like, I can't only do dabs.
No, I do smoke everything.
I was gonna say I don't have I specifically don't have a rig at home just because I don't want to become.
He
that
doesn't
guy.
just do dabs, he also naps.
I snack sometimes.
And then he goes and gets more dabs.
Yeah, it's the cycle. Billy Wayne Davis, live at Third Man Records, is available everywhere that you get comedy recordings. And to see him live in your city, Google Billy Wayne Davis tour. That's how you. That's a ballsy.
I know.
Just Google me.
It is a ballsy, but it's
Right?
like, why would I have to? Like, how long would you be like Instagram, Billy Wayne,
Right.
Sam and that? But
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
there's
But
like,
if they Google you, it's all gonna be there.
Absolutely.
yeah.
So just Google Billy Wayne Davis.
And if I've moved
like
them enough that they're gonna follow me, they'll Google me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
No,
Yeah,
I
they
like
don't
it.
remember. They don't remember the site. They just remember your name,
yes.
and then they're gonna Google you anyway.
Yeah.
you
So
might
if
as
I
well
can
tell
get
them
the,
to
yeah,
do it.
just Google it and then all that. Whatever you choose to use, I'm probably on it.
Yeah. I hate it when people ask me shit they should just Google. Like, where is that?
It all depends. Oh yes, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Is
just a
is
week.
that in the south part of town?
Yeah, it's like it's at the corner of Google and it. Fat fuck.
weather gonna be
Punch you in the face.
Yes. Yeah, you're like, hey, when you gonna come to so and so? You're like, I was gonna email you, but I'll just tell you now, you fucking asshole.
Hey, while you're in town, go way out of your way for something that
Yeah.
a stranger am telling you to do.
Dude, you'll totally love it.
It's gonna be the best fish sandwich you ever had.
Or maybe you won't. I don't know. But you should do it. It's only a $50
It's a
round
must.
trip.
It's a must.
They get mad though if you don't like what they love, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
sandwich in Pittsburgh that has like coleslaw and French fries,
Oh,
and I'm like,
mayonnaise.
I'm like, you guys, this is not good. And they got mad at me. They were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, it makes sense. You guys are hammered all the time that you're just like, just put it all in a sandwich. But I'm a stoner, so these textures don't go together, so I hate it.
Chris Porter's special is on Hulu. It's called Ugly and Angry. And just recorded a new special that'll be out, I imagine, early 2019.
Hopefully.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And his latest album, Lost and Alone, is available on all of your audio streaming services where you get that stuff. The next show we're going to do is going to be live, and that's going to be on September 18th at 12:15 p.m. Anything else you guys want to add? We got a few minutes left here. Have I dabbed yet?
Now, do you want to do it?
Shit.
You don't have to. I'll do
No, I'll
yours.
do it. I'll do it. Well, and then, well, let's do a couple rounds, fellas.
Let's see
see
let's
how
do it.
many
Can
we
we
can
fill
get
the time
in.
with dabs?
And,
I'm not driving.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm looking for a sign, but there isn't one yet. Oh, whoa, thank you. Oh, you already put some on there.
I got it on there for you.
Because I was choosing how much to put on there myself, and this gentleman had more than one kind of goo, and so I put like a couple of them on one thing. You know, I mixed them. Is there expression for that, Taylor?
Not that I know of.
Like a suicide kind of?
Suicide,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if that's how you want to talk about a science version of smoking weed.
But that's what kids do with soda.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's
They
okay.
also just do regular suicide now, too.
Do they?
Yeah. It's in the
Now,
news.
when did that start?
I think always.
60s, 50s, mainly 50s.
I
probably.
bet
Post
there was
World
a-
War II, for
Yeah.
sure.
No, you guys, I bet there was a lot of children suicide when they had to work in like coal mines and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I bet
for
the
sure.
kids are like, you know what? I
Just
think
like, you
this
know what?
is it.
I don't want to go down
Fuck
today.
this. If I
Yeah.
just jump in this hole, fuck
Taylor,
this.
you think you can get both of these guys
weird-
in 2 minutes?
I think so.
Okay, let's do this.
Now,
Be
is
safe.
This
Safety
active
first.
resin?
Safety first.
What is this? What are we smoking, by the way?
This is CO2 Hash Oil,
Okay.
so it's nice and nice and clean. There's no like butane or anything to extract it, which is some people's concern.
Why not?
Everyone's all worried about the butane.
That's a lot of people don't even use lighters to like light their bowls and stuff anymore.
I would never hang out with
it.
that person again.
No, that's
by the way.
exhausting. I like that little wick thing.
the
I enjoy it, but
Yeah,
it's also
but it's also a
exhausting.
It's all right when it comes along, but people are like shocked sometimes that I don't just use it in my everyday life or even like on this show. I think we've had some on the table and people are just not.
You gotta relight it.
know.
Looks like you set things on fire. There's a lot going on.
Oh my God, yeah. That'd be terrible if you set something on fire just because you're trying to, protect your lungs. Here we go. We're doing it. I think we're gonna make it. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us.
That was
Anytime.
super fun. Thanks, of course, to Taylor and to Alicia.
It's also good to see you. I don't think I've seen you since, Tone Bell's birthday party or something.
That sounds like somewhere where I might have been.
It was outside some bar in Hollywood. It was me, you, and TJ. Just,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway. Obviously, it was super memorable for you, too.
Was that? That might have been like a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, was that? It was a bar in Hollywood?
Yeah, right by the Panda Express. It was in a super cool part
Yeah,
of
it
town.
was Joe DeRosa's birthday.
That's what it was.
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
ago.
And then Joe DeRosa just had another one. I didn't make it to the party. Yeah.
I was like, that wasn't a year. That was like a while ago, but I guess this
No,
was like
they have one every year. So it was the one before.
Joe, they have the Joe DeRosa birthday party there every
But
year.
Joe and Tone.
Thanks for watching. See you September 18th at 12:15.